Hi, I'm glad you're here. I'd like to start to talk about a research project that's due in week 8 of the course. The week 8 research project is a research proposal, and it has some assigned sections, and this right now I want to talk about the very first section, which is statement of the problem. In general, this research proposal is about 10 to 12 pages. Now, that does not include your abstract or your reference pages, and you're going to use APA 6 edition format. You want a minimum of 10 scholarly sources to support your paper, and you want to follow the assigned sections in the instructions that are available online. And the very first section is entitled Statement of the Problem. That's what I want to talk about here. A problem statement in your paper, it should be about 100 to 200 words in length. And it should be clear and concise, and it's written in third person. And it should sell the reader that there's a real problem that needs addressed. In other words, the reader, after reading these 100 to 200 words, should know what the problem is and agree that there needs to be something done about it. The problem statement actually has 4 parts. The first part is in your narrative, you state the general problem. What's the general need for the study? And then from that general problem, you narrow it down to what is the very specific problem that you're proposing for your research project. And then important, include the research method and design. Sometimes I read these papers, and I'm 3/4 of the way through the paper before I can even figure out what the research method is. So you want to state that up front in the first part. And then also identify the general population. Who do you intend to be working with? There's some general criteria the problem statement should address. And number 1, be able to answer the problem statement by collecting data. So if you think about this, you're going to make a specific problem statement. And then following this in the next section, you'll state a research hypothesis and a null. Then you're going to collect some data. You're going to analyze the data, and the conclusion or the results of your analysis should answer this question. So you want to make sure the problem statement can be answered by the data that you collect. And the problem statement, it needs to add new knowledge to the literature or replicate an existing study using a new population. In other words, you're going to do something someone else has done, but you're doing it with a different population, and because of that makes it new. And then last of all, there's some value to your topic. In other words, it contributes to the literature, or it contributes to society or to the greater good. So you want to think about this. Dr. Marilyn Simon at University of Phoenix, from her presentation, your problem statement. These are just some questions you could think about to help you select a topic and get ready for this assignment. What is missing in society? Could be one. What historical event is in need of re-examination? What program is in need of study or evaluation? I usually see a lot of research proposals in this area. What program? In other words, you're going to do an intervention that enhances the skills of ADHD students or autistic students, or minimizes substance abuse. What program needs to be developed, or what need is there to analyze a current theory based upon new events, or what group is being underserved and therefore you can serve them through your research, or what health or social problems exist. Some basic questions. Once again, you should be in general think through this as you think about this week 8 paper. What is the overriding problem? In other words, what are you going to address? What is the population? That's the bigger group. The sample is the smaller group that you draw from that population, and obviously they would be affected by the problem. Important, number 3, what type of study will this be? What type of study will this be? In other words, a quantitative correlational study? Is it an experimental design, quasi-experimental design? Is it qualitative or quantitative? In other words, will you be collecting narrative data or statistical data? What type of methodology will be used? For example, if it was qualitative, is it going to be phenomenological? Or will it be a case study? If so, what type of case study? Or a grounded theory? What type of data will be collected, and what possible outcomes might be expected? These are some general basic questions you can think through as you're starting to think about the week 8 assignment. These are the sources that I used to draw from. Both of them are University of Phoenix handouts. So let me get back to this once again. The week 8 research proposal. This is just part 1. I'll add to this as we go in the course, and hopefully this will bring some clarity to the week 8 assignment for you. Thanks.